know his name. You know his story. You know his history. You know his encounters with the paranormal. But do you know his secrets? Tonight, on the History Channel, our panel of experts dives into the mind of Lincoln.
Anne Rutledge. Who? Exactly. Not a lot of people know this story, but to understand the tragedy that was Lincoln's life, you must know Anne.
Anne was his one true love, and I do declare she was his one true love. He boarded at her family's tavern as most did, and instantly fell in love with the girl.
She was beautiful, smart, everything Lincoln wanted, but tragically,
She passed, as humans do. My papa used to say, the fertile egg becomes the fertilizer. Well, he was wilder than a cat with his head between the spokes.
it is no secret that Mary Todd abused her husband. My colleagues will tell you that Lincoln was abused by his wife, and that is just not true. Do I believe they had marital problems? Of course. What couple doesn't? I know I do. I have lots of marital problems. But do I say my wife abused me? No. She beat him with a broomstick multiple times, and on one occasion she pelted him with potatoes. I mean, it sounds like something out of a Flintstones episode. I'm not sure if he truly loved Mary Todd Lincoln, but I doubt that there was happiness in that relationship. I believe that Mary Todd Lincoln was mentally unstable. This took a toll on Lincoln, and that's what caused his depression. Not that she abused him.
But what of it? What are these men trying to say? What are they saying? What are they talking about? Who even are they?
Well, isn't it obvious? Abe Lincoln wanted to die.
Depression. He was riddled with depression.
Definitely a messed up dude.
Lincoln friggin' paid John Wilkes Booth to pop him in his skull. It's simple, it's easy.
Let's look at the signs of depression. Lincoln found solace in plays and stories because of his overwhelming melancholy. This was an overarching theme in his depression. Abe Lincoln lost the love of his life at a very young age. And then he married a mentally ill woman who abused him.
The death of his two sons also took on a very large portion of his emotional state. One of his sons, Robert, almost fell off of a train platform, almost got hit by a train, until friggin' this guy pulls him up onto the platform and says, you're welcome, I just saved your life. Who is that? John Wilkes Booth's older brother, Edwin Booth. Guy was a friggin' awesome actor, and he saved... You telling me that Lincoln didn't know the Booths before he got killed? Nah, that happened. Abraham Lincoln passionately believed in fate, so it is highly likely that he accepted his assassination. Some scholars, however, have their own opinions on what happened that fateful night at the Ford Theater.
I'll tell you how it happened. Lincoln's watching the play. Sadder than the fork when the dish ran away with the spoon. Even in victory, he could not find happiness. That's when old Johnny Booth come a-creeping in the balcony. What with the opening of the door, the rat-a-tat-tat of his feet, and the cocking of the pistol, well, you mean to tell me that Lincoln didn't hear a darn mouse scurry? Johnny pulls the gun up to Lincoln's head, but he regrets it, and he says to himself,
I cannot do it. I'm sorry, Father.
Lincoln turns around faster than a jackrabbit on Halloween and says to Johnny,
Shoot me, Johnny! Shoot me now!
that's history right there.
Lincoln died in a Ford Theater. Kennedy died in a Lincoln car, driven by Ford, or Ford car by Lincoln. When you think it's a car, it's a Lincoln car.
I drive a Lincoln car. Not because it's fancy or because I like it. I drive a Lincoln car.
That's just preposterous. Depression does not equate to suicidal. It's a whimsical fantasy made up by Boss Hogg. None of it's true.
Treatment.
No, he was the President of the United States. It would be very difficult for him to find treatment and keep it on low key. Imagine being the president yourself and having to deal with depression. Now that's not a leader of the country.
That's all the time we have for tonight. We'll see you next week when we investigate Lincoln's favorite foods. Signing off for the History Channel, James Lawrenson.